Okay, this video will be on business cards. I'm going to show you what it takes to create a business card as well as edit an existing one and how to do the two-sided business card with the QR code as well as creating labels. When you're in the reports generation page, or what we call the navigation page, simply click on business cards linked to the left, and it will bring you to a page, and there's a few things here. It'll tell you about the size and all that stuff. It gives you two buttons: generate a list of existing cards or create a new card / label. And so if we're doing this for the first time, obviously we're going to create a new business card with a label. So it brings you to this page. Now there's, again, some just basic fields, but I give you some editing options with sizes, and there's defaults here, but you can change them. I'll warn you now, you start changing some of these and your card layout will fall apart. So you need to be careful. You can change them, but just know that you may have to come back and edit them. So the tagline is something like, with my marketing company, it would be something like, we take you from bland to grand. So let's just make one up here. I'm going to do this with Elmer Fudd, and so we'll make a card for Elmer. His tagline will be Ritter of Rabbits. We'll leave that at 24, and his full name is Elmer Fudd. Again, we'll leave that at 24, but you can change it. So you can do white, a light blue, green, gray, light yellow, or gold. And I'm just going to do this with white at this point. And then you can choose, click choose here, and you can go get a picture, and then we'll save that card information. So here we go. These are some more instructions on how to get which card stock to get. I recommend you do a print preview on everything before you print it on just a plain sheet of paper. You can hold it up against the light to see with one of these 8x10 10-up stocks for business cards to see if everything lines up properly. You may have to adjust margins and that kind of thing. So anyway, here's the couple of the layouts. These are cards. The differentiation is one is higher vertically than it is wide. So that gives you the choice down here: photo wider than tall, taller than wide, and then if you want to do the labels layout for 14-up for printing, this is what you get. So let's say we actually want to go back and edit some of this. Let's say the Elmer Fudd is the wrong size. So let's go back in and make that bigger. So we'll make this, we'll bump this up to 26 point, and I want to make this a little bit bigger too. The phone number, we'll add that a couple points, and then we'll save that information and go see what this looks like. So you can edit this back and forth as much as you want. Alright, so you can see that got bigger. And here's his address with this. So anyway, so the photo taller than wide is what this is, because the graphic is taller than it is wide. So we would pick photo taller than wide. And here is what we have. So this is what we end up with. The layout for the business card. It's got all of his base information here, plus his picture, a headline or a tagline called Ritter of Rabbits. And there are 10 of them, 5 on each side, and you can click by printing, say print. It will bring up a print, and you pick the various printers that you have. In this case, I have a PDF, which makes it easier. I can always just save this to PDF, and QPDF is a free printer driver to create PDFs from any document you want to print. And so if I were to save this and print this to PDF, then I would have it once and for all. Then I could just pull it up. Instead of coming back into the system and doing this again, I could just go back in and get the PDF and print that out as well. So anyway, I'm just going to go ahead. So I did that on a plain piece of paper. Obviously you can't see it. Then you can, if you want to change something, you can click on change sizes. It'll take you back to a place where you can change the sizes again. And then if you want to, if you're going to do the get QR codes, you would click that. It will generate 10 QR codes. And what you'll do is you'll put your page back in to your printer. Make sure you orient it right so you don't print on the same side. You want to print on the back side. At the bottom is a button, print. And I forgot to tell you before, this always goes into 2 pages, so you need to click page 1, because even though these exist, it doesn't print those, but it does have a tendency to go over to page 2. And so it'll print that out when you're finished. Now I'm going to show you the same thing for the labels. So these labels are basically what's called 14 up. There's 2 wide and 14, 7 on a side. Again, you can make these, you can do these for return address labels if you want. If you're putting them on cards or identifying something, then you can put, again, information on this to use those for. So you print those. Again, it comes up with, you pick your printer, you need to check 1 and then print, and it will print those labels out for you. If you want to go back and edit it, you click edit, otherwise click finished. Once you have a card created, if you need to come in and edit it, you can always generate a list of existing cards. And so you'll see that list here. And we can come back in and do Elmer Fudd. Just pick one of these. If you want to change this, again, edit any of this stuff you want. And we'll update the card. Actually, let's do this. Let's make this light blue. Okay. And so here we are. We have light blue. So, I think because this is, I did that. So here we go. Here's what we have with the light blue. If you want to come back in and edit it, so it prints out as, if you have a color printer, it'll print that and cover the entire card with a light blue background on it. So that's how easy it is to come back in and edit. And when you're finished, you'll be back at the reports generation page.